So reach back out to whoever you've decided and make sure to get an engagement letter. This engagement letter needs to outline the nature of your relationship and include specification of rolled or delayed arrangement. You need this engagement letter to specify, yes, we will accept rolled delay fee basis. It doesn't need to be said in that manner, but it needs to be specified. Avoids mix-ups down the line. The right professionals bring more than technical expertise. They provide connections to lenders, investors, and sellers while adding significant credibility to your acquisition efforts. Tip: your board should be able to provide contacts and help you interview and select the right firms. So part of your interview process, you actually identify, can they refer you to lenders, investors? Do they have clients on their books that might be selling their business? Can they refer these to you? That's what you're asking for. And this last little tip, your board should be able to provide contacts. Before you even do this research part, before you even go on Google and type the top 25 firms, just ask your board. Be like, hey, I'm looking to get engagement and representation from a top tier firm, accounting or legal firm. Does anyone have connections or know anyone or can introduce me to a partner at one of the big firms? Right? If you've chosen the right people for your board, then chances are that every single one of them should have one or two contacts in the accounting and legal world, preferably at the top firms. Now, step 3, warm up the money. So you built your board, you built up the external team, board, accountants, lawyers. Now you're ready to warm up the money, right? You still haven't incorporated your company and you still haven't searched for deals yet. Step 3, warm up the money. So where do you find the money? You can go lenders. These are your first go-to. Banks, SBA lenders, and these banks as well. And this is for US. Private debt funds and mezzanine financiers. You can Google all these terms if you don't understand. Investors and family offices, high net worth individuals, search funds, and private equity groups. When you're warming up the money, don't pitch specific deals or ask for money yet. Instead, build relationships by learning their investment criteria, lending parameters, and approval processes. Position yourself as interviewing them, not the other way around. So I hope I've made this clear by now. With your board, with your accountants, lawyers, and even the bankers and investors, you're interviewing them. You're interviewing them to see if they can help you, not the other way around. You're not begging them for business, right? That's how most people approach starting a company, going to banks. They beg for fucking business. They walk up to a bank. They say, I've got this deal. Please give me money for it. That's not how we do it. Right? When we're warming up the money, we're presenting our company, ourselves, we're selling the dream. So same kind of process with the board and the professionals. And now the difference is we have a board and we've got professionals we can attach to our name. So when we go to a banker, we say, hey, how you going? This is my company, blah, blah, blah. This is what we're doing. Here's who I've got on my board. Here's who's representing us. I'd love to know a bit more about you, your processes, your investment criteria, lending parameters, and approval processes. And again, as for the Owners Club members, you get all the checklists and the interview points. So there's no fucking guesswork or thinking at all. Literally, you join the Owners Club and we give you the script A to Z and covers everything about this stuff. The art of building financial relationships. When meeting with potential lenders and investors, focus on understanding their criteria rather than pitching specific deals. I already said that. Ask questions about the lending limits, credit process, preferred industries, minimum cash flow requirements, and typical terms. The goal is having them warmed up and ready to receive deal presentations.